Hey, if you're like us, you grew up fascinated with cool submarines. Though these might have more windows than the real ones. Not sure which of us was more excited to see this option for our stop in Barbados.
I think it was me. I think it was me. The Atlantis Submarine Expedition in Barbados.
So cool.
So, 7 days into our 12-night Vision of the Seas Southern Caribbean cruise, at the fourth of our 5 ports of call, we got off the ship in Bridgetown, Barbados.
The port's fairly industrial, but there's a really nice indoor shopping area. Our ship docked at one of the farther slips, about half a mile walk, and it was very hot that day. Our bus to the sub tour was waiting just past the terminal.
This is a very impressive boarding pass that you do not get to keep. It's hard plastic.
Little history lesson.
Yep, so I took a picture, a video.
Just a 20-minute bus ride around the harbor. Here's where they keep their spare sub. They're very odd looking.
It's a real submarine, folks.
It is.
That's what says it right there.
Not for those with claustrophobia. And there's our new friend Subby the seahorse.
Subby! There's a little dockside waiting area. I think there were other people getting off the sub, maybe.
Sea turtles over there.
This is the smile that says, I'm gonna ride a submarine.
Yeah, it was like being with a little kid.
Very much.
Safety briefing for 15-minute boat ride. The crew was very friendly, really friendly and attending.
And professional.
Mm-hmm. It was a little choppy that day.
Yeah, we're gonna see that in a minute, and I think the video brings that out.
Yeah.
Looking for a sub. Sub sighted. There it is, the Atlantis 15.
Very cool. We masked up for the tight space in an abundance of caution. Oh, a little choppy on the surface anyway.
Turns out it wasn't so choppy down below.
Almost lost my hat. Yeah, this is not for somebody with mobility issues. We had a friend with us who definitely was having some issues that day.
Yeah, you're climbing a kind of a ladder.
Yeah.
There's the harbor. We weren't far from where the cruise ship was. There's Scotty. Going below.
The subsurface tender boat seen from below.
And that's the inside. Helpful guides are posted on the walls of the sub.
I would love to say we saw all of these fish, but we did not.
I saw them on that picture, though.
We did.
And you're seeing them now, dear viewer.
Yes.
It's out there.
Dude, they have a whole little pattern they do.
Space.
So while we're making our way down, we just need to go through a few housekeeping matters.
Oh, we're not
ready
ready.
for the guys
No.
are some all-white bins. These where the safety equipment is
That's why we
located.
can still see the boat.
Wonderful. Can I see everyone on the port side? Much better. So, if you like, look to the front of the submersible on the port side.
And there's a reef. We saw a couple of reefs. That's about our maximum depth there. The water's actually very clear, but it's deep enough that the color is taken out of things by the sunlight breaking up through the water.
Yeah. I think our video doesn't do it justice. You definitely can see more than you can see here, but we were very entertained. They even did a U-turn at one point so windows on both sides could see the same stuff, like the Shipwreck, for example.
Pretty cool shipwreck.
It was.
Fish getting out of the way.
And this is the Willoughby, I believe.
Oh, really?
I believe, yeah. And of course they sunk this ship purposely to help create a reef.
And we're coming a little bit more shallow now. There's this guy. He hung around quite a while. Or there's a lot of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's people staring at him.
And you would think it would be sort of warm inside and uncomfortable, but it was not. It was perfectly comfortable. Even though there's a lot of people in the sub, it was very, very comfortable and not hot at all. It was.
I don't even think it was claustrophobic, although I may not be a good judge of that.
Yeah, I think some people would have
Sometimes
issues.
being ignored, it's actually going to succumb to parasitic infestation, and it will wind up dying. So it's in the best interest of all the fish to simply leave it alone and let it do its job.
During the videos, the guy is talking. Jordan, one of the crew members, narrated the dive expertly. He did have a script, though, you could tell, and then some built-in jokes and stuff. He was a real nice guy.
You guys might see some parrotfish down there. There are many different species of parrotfish. However, one of the more common types is actually known as the stoplight parrotfish. Now, the stoplight parrotfish is going to be an aquamarine blue color with a yellow ring around its tail. And it also has a brown counterpart, and that will be its female counterpart. Now the female is going to be brown with some white spots on her body. Now what's interesting about the parrotfish is that the male can actually be seen with a harem of up to around 8 females. So yes, it's going to have about 8 girlfriends.
You could definitely tell he had said all of these things many, many times before.
Yeah.
There's a Scotty fish.
Guys can see that has gone bleached, and that does mean that some of them may not actually regain themselves, and some of them may take pretty long to actually catch themselves back. Now all the coral you guys see down there are many different types, but they're mostly broken up into 2 main types. You have the hard, a couple of marseille jacks, those are the large silverfish, and I believe there was a pretty big barracuda that was down there on the port side as well. Actually, the barracuda is silver in color, and That one that we saw down here looks a lot more dark brown to black. That's because they can't camouflage, they can actually change the color. And that just means that it's hunting.
I was waiting for these fish to form into like a big arrow showing the way to the Pacific Australian current, but they did not.
Not a horse like jacks you guys saw going on out there. Oh, those are the silverfish with a large brown eye and a bright yellow tail. Well, those are actually juveniles, all of them. You see, they're spending their time here on top of the reef, honing their hunting skills. That is until they reach full maturity, where then they're going to leave the reef and swim out into the deep. And they can get to quite large sizes and actually weigh up to about 50 pounds.
Wow.
I know I'm jumping back and forth between coral and fish, but I mentioned the wire coral earlier.
Very large pool.
On VHFO, you copy. But then also very clear, welcome back.
Heading for the surface.
Oh, it's on the sound verticalization.
They're heading for the Pacific Australian current. So, we apparently were not attacked by a monster giant squid like our TV and movie predecessors were. It's still fun though. And there's the surface.
We were aboard the sub for about 50 minutes. Not quite an hour.
Here's the pilot. And we're back up on the tender again, or the shuttle. There's our cruise ship, the Vision of the Seas, chilling over there in port.
Some of our fellow passengers felt a little queasy back on the surface. It was very choppy going back.
But smooth on the sub.
Oh, for sure.
Today's fun fact, people from Barbados call themselves Bajans, B-A-J-A-N-S. And here's their awesome, awesome flag.
We took the short version of this excursion, $122 each, 2.5 hours total. The longer version is $134, 4.5 hours, including a driving tour afterward. So we just took the short one. And this was a really cool shopping area. Got a lot of good souvenirs.
They have cough and cold medicine in the convenience store.
Yeah, I was having an attack. Oh,
And look at this.
Oh.
I'm an Atlantis Submariner.
Here you are.
Hey there. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you have any comments about today's post, please let us know down below. The turtle says to do it.
So these are our ratings for the Royal Caribbean Barbados Sub Excursion. Uniqueness, it's a 5. It's absolutely unique. Sustainability, a 3. Contribution to the local area, a 3. Its length was about a 5. It was just about the right length for what it needed to do. The transportation I thought was a 4. Would you agree?
Yep.
Transportation was great. It was a comfortable bus for the very short ride.
It was.
The people were a 5. The staff were all great. Although they might have been bored, they certainly kept us safe and were very professional and cheerful.
Yeah, they were.
And the value for money, pretty good. I mean, it's one of the more expensive things we've done maybe for the length of it, but it's a submarine. It's a
But it was right,
flippin'
yeah.
submarine.
It was right in our wheelhouse doing that. We just really were excited about it. Thumbs up.
Yep, seahorse thumbs up. Hello from the crow's necks, where the X stands for
Extra special.
This is Scotty.
This is Steve.
Remember, tip your cabin stewards, please. They work very hard.
Oh boy, do they ever.
See you next time.
Scotty Steve, Scotty Steve, Scotty Steve, Scotty Steve, Scotty Steve, Scotty Steve, Scotty Steve.